Welcome to Let's Think program. In each show, we'll mention the topical problem that you're interested in. In the first show, we'll travel in Hanoi to find out polluted water in there. Please watch TV at 8 p.m. every Sunday on VTV2. Thanks Janang Computer Company for financing this program.
Of all the problems faced by humanity, overpopulation is the most far-reaching. The environment is under constant siege by the demand for energy and resources, and where to put our discarded waste is a growing problem. Human overpopulation magnifies these environmental problems. Humans crowd each other in cities and overburden the natural systems on which all life depends.
The thick black smell of water stream is a change is not strange to people of the capital again, and we had to cope up with life with flooding, especially those households living right next to the such dirty water. Although there have been measures taken by authorities to make improvement generate wastewater pollution, but also measures the situation is the only lake river. Thousands of years into history as a control icon Hanoi control. Its long circuits of land are long pouring into music generation. No one can imagine that now has become a central acute interest stagnant sewage garbage of the city, put on here every day, like countries such as obstruction, no flow, an opaque black consistency, and loading falls are what is most characteristic in the people season like river. Only a river section encloses the intersection just below the bridge, which waste has passed floating on the water with enough organic waste ignored. Along the river, hundreds of sewers from residential sites unknown origin from. The waste is wastewater, small production facilities within the city. All of them are not treated but would jump directly into the river. Our daily with thousands of liters of toxic water discharged again. Not only in Lake that the city, many other rivers also monochromous such pollution. Kimu and Nhuet river and some other small rivers. Such pollution affects so much daily life of people. Referring to Hanoi, so omission not to mention the lake, future of the capital. According to the preliminary statistic, now has over 14 lakes in Hanoi to a small, but many have fallen into the lake pollution, and the river is equally leader. To the lake located on the primary location is on the Jeju Hotel on the road most crowded capital. It is particularly located within the park Lake Hanoi. It is interesting. Here is a rest path of interest of people every ideal weekend or holidays take. Although not as black and dirty, but the river in the lake is filled with garbage floating on the water, and we found out it is one of the reasons that many dead fish in the lake as so many people out there fishing. When asked the question is also said no, it is also dead. At 3:30 p.m., our group of journalists present at Hoàn Kiếm Lake, were considered in the heart of Hanoi, especially where people are frozen in Nasurian sea turtles floating to the surface. Little of interest. Turtle is 1,000 years old, only to emerge a few times. The chance to emerge recently is no longer a constant strain anymore. Looking at water quality in the lake, people gave an answer why this is so. Never again hoàn kiếm like water pollution and dirty way.
Ta thấy cũng bình thản đấy. Có đó.
Rùa.
Bác nghĩ thế này, đã từ trước giờ luôn luôn cái thời tiết nó thay đổi, hoặc là nước nó ô nhiễm hay là cái gì nó có cái hiện tượng thì nó mới nổi, nó tự nhiên nó không nổi đi. Thời tiết nó thay đổi, hay là nước nó có cái hiện tượng gì đấy, nhiều cái nó thì nói này các nhà khoa học mình biết được, nhưng mà bác biết rằng thì chắc chắn là nó phải có cái gì nó biến động nó mới thay đổi được.
We are in Vietnam Academy of Science and Technology. This is a room where chemical compounds are analyzed. We have collected a lot of waste from water, which is analyzed recently. It's in Tolic River.
Look at that, when we added more.
I know we added more. I added a lot. I added like more than 20 drops.
20 drops?
Yeah.
Yeah, look at it, it's really...
And it increased a lot. What time was that? Alex, what time is it?
42. 42. So at 42 we added 20 drops.
Yeah. And it increased a lot.
If I may, excuse me.
Oh, you got an iPhone?
Check you guys out.
Should get my phone.
Your reaction is
YouTube getting your reaction.
slowing down a bit too much.
Does the camera see?
Mm-hmm.
Unreal. That is
Say hi. Now check this one out. Let's see. Fancy.
They'll never know
What is that perfume you're wearing?
That's my natural scent.
That's a good rate.
Very nice.
Children living in polluted environments will suffer from diseases such as fungus, genetic, scary, teeny, vesicle. Manifestations of disease are itching, rash, urticaria, expensive skin. Diseases appear.
In the process of living, animal and human beings always have eliminated the excess material and indigestible residue in the form of feces and urea. Under the influence of some specific bacteria, the main sources of this waste is to provide nutrients for the growth and development of plants. Nitrogen has many different oxidation states: ammonium, ammonia, nitrogen dioxide, and nitrate ion. All above the permitted level are harmful to human health and adversely affecting the ecosystem. They cause some serious disease to humans. In the form of ammonium, nitrogen in water can exist in two forms: molecular ammonia and ammonium ion. We know the free ammonia toxicity to human and animal. When chlorine reacts with ammonia form, we know the free ammonia toxicity to human and animal. When chlorine reacts with ammonia form, chloramine can cause cancer. With most animals, with fish, ammonia can be toxic even when they are in small concentration. For example, fish contaminated at concentration of ammonium greater than 18 mg per 1 and ammonia at concentration greater than 1 milligram per 1. Ammonia is toxic to aquatic animals and plants. The level up to 60 depends on the age of aquatic species. Ammonia ranges from 0.4 to 2 milligram per 1 can be fatal to them. pH and higher water temperature will cause increased toxicity of ammonia because ammonia can be released freely, penetrate muscle tissue. Blood easily lead to decrease in the respiratory oxygen consumption of aquatic animals that burn weak and may lead to death. Of inorganic nitrogen compounds are toxic. Nitrogen dioxide, expressing the highest and very dangerous for human health. When entering the human body, nitrogen dioxide ion react with amine or alkyl carbonate in the form cancer, causing urgent. In addition, nitrogen dioxide ion iron to oxidation of hemoglobin formed methylhemoglobin are not capable of transporting oxygen. Thus, it reduces the absorption capacity of oxygen in the lung. This is especially dangerous for young children and pregnant women. Although nitrate is led to severe cause vitamin deficiency, in addition they can metabolize compounds that nitrosamine cause cancer. Domestic waste. There are compounds of phosphorus. Soluble phosphorus is wasteful water is by polyphosphate used in detergent, in part due to the decomposition of organic substances containing the element phosphorus. Phosphorus exists in water mainly in the form of phosphorus 43. Phosphorus in water is usually not much for phosphorus 43 in combination with the metal ion in water such as calcium, magnesium, forming short precipitate. However, the amount of phosphorus is too high will cause the phenomenon of eutrophication. There are two methods of wasteful water treatment. The one, dealing with mechanical method. Mechanical method often serve as preliminary treatment state, seldom used in the period-ending process. Industrial wasteful water and domestic water usually contain a large amount of mechanical impurity, suspended substance in solid form. Impurity suspended can be organic or inorganic, or create them with a water suspension system. To separate the suspended article from the water, we use hydromechanical processes, continuous or intermittent, but filter through the body deposition, hydraulic.
If you look at the 10 hottest years ever measured, they've all occurred in the last 14 years, and the hottest of all was 2005. The scientific consensus is that we are causing global warming. I am Al Gore. I used to be the next president of the United States of America. This is Patagonia 75 years ago and the same glacier today. This is Mount Kilimanjaro 30 years ago and last year. Within the decade, there will be no more snows of Kilimanjaro. This is really not a political issue so much as a moral issue. Temperature increases are taking place all over the world, and that's causing stronger storms.
This is the biggest crisis in the history of this country.
Early this morning, Hurricane Katrina slammed into New Orleans.
Is it possible that we should prepare against other threats besides terrorists?
From Paramount Classics comes a film that has shocked audiences everywhere they've seen it.
The Arctic is experiencing faster melting. If this were to go, sea level worldwide would go up 20 feet. This is what would happen in Florida. Around Shanghai, home to 40 million people. The area around Calcutta, 60 million. Here's Manhattan. The World Trade Center Memorial would be underwater. Think of the impact of a couple 100,000 refugees, and then imagine 100 million. We have to act together to solve this global crisis. Our ability to live is what is at stake.
That we can see that the main cause of water pollution in Hanoi is in large part due to people consciousness. If people do not realize their actions are not only polluted the river and lakes, that even water daily can also be contaminated. We cannot deny the roles of water in daily life. So instead of making it more and more polluted, let us join hands together to protect the water environment. Together create clean water sources of life. Let the kids grow up with the fresh water.